That is cool.
This is I would say about 1870, and it was a printer's cart, and when there was no FedEx, and so when you took an order for 10,000 letterheads, you fill the order, print it, put it in the cart, and bring it to the customer.
My word. So now, where did you get this?
I bought it from a guy that went out of business. He was a printer.
So that wasn't your papa's printer?
No, I was going to give it to my father for a gift, but he died.
Oh,
so
dear.
I just kept it.
Yeah. And they took that out on foot then around to the various businesses.
In St. Louis, that's how everything was delivered. Signed on the tag.
Aha.
See, when I sold the sign, my partner bought me out. It's Dave Switzer. And I said, but I want the sign because I created it.
Right.
And so I went back to get the sign, and I had to buy it back. So Chino Connor's wife said to him, he said, you know, there's niches empty up there. I wonder what happened to St. Anthony. He said, he's out delivering packages to Eddie O'Donnell. I say we've been Catholics for, what's the 5th century? What's the 5th century?
1,600 years.
1,600 years. Not about to change either. But, you know, it's just the nicest thing that I ever had happen to me was I have on the table in there, I'll show it to you. It's a little piece of turf. You know what turf is?
Yeah.
It's earth. And my great-grandmother brought it over from Ireland on my mother's side. And that's all she had was that piece of turf. And she said, always pass this on because it's a memory of our faith and coming over here. So Ann and I, as younger people, we had a little argument, little spats. And Ann always said, I kept it on the mantle. She said, someday I'm going to burn it in the fireplace. So just for caution, I put it in the safe deposit box over Jim Dearberg's bank. And Jim Dearberg called me one day and he said, Eddie, we're moving the whole bank. And he got anything in the deposit box that's of great value? And I said, I do. I have some of the most valuable thing I own. He said, what's that? And I said, carbon. It's carbon. And he thinking a diamond, pure carbon. He said, how big is it? I said, as big as your fist.
Yeah.
He said, well, I'll have to see that myself. So he came down with the officers that were moving the little boxes, metal boxes, and put the two keys in and opened up the box. He looked at it and said, what the hell is that? I said, well, you Dutch bastard. I said, that's turf. That's what I said, that's the most valuable thing I own. And it is, really.
Yeah.
Because it's a connection between here and Ireland. And so the faith is the same thing. Faith, no matter what faith you're in, as long as you keep the faith. The Irish have a statement, don't keep the faith, spread it.
Right.
So, but the O'Donnells have been Catholic since St. Patrick. This is all my life. And I owned the tavern when I had the printing company as an aside, you know. Worst thing an Irishman could do is own a tavern on the side.
Right.
I had Dixieland and Ragtime. That was our music. I always liked Dixieland. And
that would have been the music from your father's era, right?
my father and my brother-in-law, who's a Halloran, of course, he had a bunch of kids and they're all musicians.
One of the Hallorans became a priest, right? A Jesuit?
Yeah, Tommy became a Jesuit down in Honduras.
I remember.
He's down there 27 years.
I remember talking with him over here.
He's a neat guy. He lives in Florida now. And they had these kids, the Hallorans, and I don't know where the music. They all came from the same place, up in the northwest of Ireland. See, Ireland is 300 miles long and 150 miles wide, right up at the top of Ireland on the northwest corner. It used to be called, this is what it was called, Tyrconnell, see? Tyrconnell.
Yeah.
You pick the book up and show it to me?
Yeah, Tyr is a Gaelic word for land, and Connell is the O'Donnell. The land of the O'Donnells. So the whole area, that whole area was called the land of the O'Donnells, Tyrconnell. Yeah, I was just going to Ireland. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm going to Ireland next week." And happy as the Lord.